Hello citizens! Today I would like to talk about the recent updates we had to the lore around the death of the spaceman and how that lore could transform into gameplay. As always, if you like the video, sacrifice a like to the YouTube algorithm and subscribe for more. We have about 130 subs to go to 1000, so go hit that subscribe button. Also, go check out the armory, it's pretty awesome. So we recently got a lore maker's guide to the regeneration post, which outlined the lore behind how permadeath and respawning works in the verse, how it came to be, and how it ties into the medical gameplay in 3.15. I recommend you go read the full post, but I'm going to cover the basic terms. An imprint is a complete image of character's body, personality, and memories. An imprint is created using an Ibrahim sphere installed in a medical bed. Spheres are very common in the verse but vary in quality. Higher quality spheres create higher quality imprints. Higher quality imprints are more resistant to deterioration. Whenever an imprint is made, it will overwrite the previous one. When a character dies, it can be brought back using a process called regeneration, which will use the latest imprint to create a new body with the same memories and personality. Now, every time a character dies, it produces a traumatic response echo, which damages the imprint, which in turn can cause damage to the regenerated character, like scars, aging, damaged or missing limbs. Regeneration can cause damage to the imprint as well. This means that characters will age and degrade the more they die, until their imprint is too damaged to be regenerated again, at which point they die permanently. So now let's talk about what this is going to look like in game. Let's start with imprints. According to the lore, Ibrahim spheres are present in every medical bed and in every clinic in the verse. So I imagine that every time you arrive at a station or some other place, you just go into the local clinic and have a scan taken so your imprint is up to date. At the same time, medical beds in ships should allow you to do the same thing. These facilities should also show you how viable your imprint is and how many regenerations you have left approximately. Now, when you die, assuming your imprint is viable, you're going to respawn in a location that is capable of doing that. This is very likely going to cost you some money and maybe some reputation. If your imprint is damaged and your new body needs implants or other cybernetics, the cost will probably increase. Now, you're also supposed to lose memories, but since Star Citizen has no leveling mechanics, there is no experience to lose. So I think it's going to be more reputation and mission progress based. Not to mention that you will lose your gear. There is also mention of dying or being killed without the possibility of being brought back. There is no mention of how you would kill a character to make it impossible for them to come back. But I think that from the context, it seems that you would have to cause enough trauma for the traumatic echo to damage the imprint so much it becomes unusable. Along with that, if your character dies and is regenerated too many times, eventually the imprint will degrade enough for it to be unusable as well. At that point, permadeath happens, and you will create a next of kin character and all your possessions will be transferred after some taxes and reputation loss. Also, there's the question of whether there will be a way to increase the viability of your imprint. Maybe if you don't die for a while, the viability goes up, or maybe you will be able to gain access to a special procedure through reputation. Now, with all the planned medical gameplay and its complexity, I'm thinking that CIG wants permadeath to be very uncommon. That is, unless you intentionally die in stupid and destructive ways, or explore too far from civilization where your imprint can't be updated on a regular basis. CIG are trying to create a system that wouldn't be too punishing for accidental deaths, while still making death something players would avoid. But at the end of the day, we will have to wait and see how the plan is implemented in the game. With that being said, that's it for tonight. What do you think? Do you like the proposed mechanics? Let me know in the comments. Fly safe, and I will see you in the verse.